And then finally, dissociative disorder. Now, dissociative disorder, for those that do not know, is when you basically have alternate identities. Think like almost a superhero, but really shitty. And the whole idea is usually you create that second identity to safeguard you from like trauma, or sometimes it can just be this other personality that you form, that you create like safety nets in, that you fall into because the trauma just becomes so much that you quite literally build another person. And that's what you do. And I started realizing that I had a really severe identity thing going on that wasn't just gender dysphoria or anything like that. It was the fact that I had like a psychological break when I was like 28 or so, and it took me several years to notice this, but I would talk as if somebody was there. And I don't mean schizophrenia. I'm not talking schizophrenia. I mean, it's like you're talking out loud to somebody that's listening in to remember it subconsciously so that they can do it later. You know what I mean? Meaning I was talking to myself. And I started to realize that this alter was my key to freedom, my key to independence, but in some regard, it's like I had to make that choice about who I was and who I need to be, and about like, will I stand for truth? If I do, it's like, this is who I am, and this is who I ultimately have to be. And I think that that's probably the hardest part of it all, is that the other illnesses that I have, they carry that weight in the alters as well. So the gender dysphoria, the borderline personality, they carry weight on the alters. Like the masculine side obviously doesn't like the gender dysphoria, but the feminine side does. The feminine side is the independent. The masculine side is the codependent, you know? And it makes things hard. And it's led to a life of absolute struggle. Like, I'm not on disability or anything like that. I'm not on food stamps. I'm not on, TAMP or Section 8. But I'm dealing with the mess of, like, grown adults, and it sucks because there's no justice, and the world's tough. That's it. That's pretty much it.